Dumating na po ang araw na ating pinakiintay at opisyal na po tayong naiproklama ng ating Kongreso bilang ika-17 Pangulo ng ating bansa.
I proclaim Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr. as the
Kasama rin siyempre ang ating running mate at ngayon ay Vice Presidente Sara Duterte.
Ferdinand Romualdez Marcos Jr. is a Filipino politician who is the presumptive president-elect of the Philippines. He previously served as a senator from 2010 to 2016. He is the second child and only son of former President Ferdinand Marcos Sr. and former First Lady Imelda Romualdez Marcos. In 1980, the 23-year-old Marcos Jr. became vice governor of Ilocos Norte, running unopposed with the Kalusang Bagong Lipunan party of his father, who was ruling the Philippines under martial law at the time. Marcos was elected as representative of Ilocos Norte's 2nd Congressional District from 1992 to 1995. Marcos ran for and was elected governor of Ilocos Norte again in 1998. After 9 years, he returned to his previous position as representative from 2007 to 2010, then became senator under the Nacionalista Party from 2010 to 2016. Marcos was elected as representative of Ilocos Norte's 2nd Congressional District from 1992 to 1995. Marcos ran for and was elected governor of Ilocos Norte again in 1998. After 9 years, he returned to his previous position as representative from 2007 to 2010, then became senator under the Nacionalista Party from 2010 to 2016. In 2015, Marcos ran for vice president in the 2016 election. With a difference of 263,473 votes and 0.64% difference, Marcos lost to Camarines Sur Representative Leni Robredo. In response, Marcos filed an electoral protest at the Presidential Electoral Tribunal. His petition was later unanimously dismissed after the pilot recount of the chosen provinces of Negros Oriental, Iloilo and Camarines Sur resulted in Robredo widening her lead by 15,093 additional votes.
Dito sa kampanyang ito, marami na akong dinaanan na kampanya, pero hindi pa ako nakadaan ng kampanya na kasama ko lahat yung tatlong anak ko. The three of them, Sandro, Simon, and Vincent, ay very involved sila sa kampanya. Kaya sabi ko sa kanila para makita nyo kung paano at tulungan nyo yung ating kandidato. Sabi ko mag-house-house kayo para makita ninyo kung paano ginagawa.
Of tax fraud,
They put in a hard day's work. Yung house-to-house nila mag-start 5:30, 6 o'clock ng umaga. Sunod-sunod hanggang sa rallies, hanggang sa meeting sa gabi. Napupunta nga sila sa mga ibang function at nagulat nga ako nakita ko yung mga picture, nag-speech na sila.
Marcos is running on a platform that promises broad continuity of incumbent President Rodrigo Duterte's policies, such as infrastructure development and his foreign policy, alongside some of Duterte's controversial programs. Marcos has selected Duterte's daughter Sara Duterte, who has served as the mayor of Davao City since 2016.
Infrastruktura ang isa sa mga isinusulong ng Administrasyong Duterte simula pa noong ito ay naupo bilang presidente ng Pilipinas. Sa katunayan, mayorya ng mga Pilipino ang naniniwalang bumuti na ang sektor na infrastruktura sa ilalim ng Duterte administration base sa survey ng Pulse Asia.
Vice presidential candidate Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte Carpio's campaign manager has described the Mahali Natin and Pilipinas Ride, or MNPR, as an enormous success. A brainchild of the presidential daughters, the 28-day South-North journey was launched in Davao City on February 1st, a full week before the start of the campaign period for candidates of national positions.
So, para makita ninyo kung paano ginagawa.
One petition aims to
They
declare
put in
Marcos
a hard day's work.
and 3
Yung house
petitions
tours nila
aim to
mag-start
disqualify
5:30,
him.
6 o'clock ng
Most
umaga,
petitions
sunod-sunod
are
hanggang
based
sa
on
rallies,
Marcos'
hanggang sa meeting sa gabi.
1995
Napupunta nga
conviction
sila
for
sa mga
failing to
ibang
file
function at nagulat nga ako nakita ko yung mga picture, nag-speech na sila.
Raffled to the commission's first division, while 3 other petitions were handed to the second division. The final petition was also handed to the first division. Marcos has dismissed the petitions as nuisance petitions with no legal basis and propaganda against him. A petition to cancel Marcos' talk was filed on November 2nd by Christian Bonifay. The petition alleges that Marcos committed material misrepresentation in his talk when he stated that he was eligible to run for office despite his
Wala, malapit na ako
1995 tax
magtampo. Hindi
base.
na nga ayaw pag nandyan sila. Ayaw yung mga audience, ayaw na magpa-picture sa akin. Pero okay din yan. Mabuti yan. I'm so happy that they're with us. Siyempre, mas magaan pag nandyan yung mga anak mo, kasama mo, at talagang nakakatulong sila. Decision nila yan eh. They decided to come para tumulong.
On January 28, 2022, Guangzhou disclosed that she voted to disqualify Marcos. She also alleged that the decision was being delayed by senators in Davao. The case's penente, Amy Farolino, criticized her for releasing her opinion before the final ruling. On February 10, 2022, the Cumlex First Division denied the consolidated petition due to lack of merit. The 44-page resolution cited the Supreme Court's earlier pronouncement that failure to file tax returns is not a crime involving moral turpitude. The resolution also affirmed that the 1977 National Internal Revenue Code did not carry the penalty of perpetual disqualification. This would only take effect under Presidential Decree 1994 on January 1, 1986. The INC has officially announced through Net25 that they are endorsing the tandem of Bongbong Marcos and Sara Duterte for President and Vice President, respectively. INC is known for its 2.6 million members block voting, and this means that the tandem is most probably assured of 2.6 million votes. With just a few days left before the election day, INC makes stand. Before the official announcement, there have been reports coming from their sources that INC is endorsing the BBM Sara team, which turned out to be true. Bongbong Marcos Jr. won the presidential election on his rival, Vice President Maria Leonor Leni Robredo. As the son of the late President Ferdinand Marcos Sr., BBM's candidacy has been controversial, garnering criticism from several groups due to his father's regime, a period characterized by violence and oppression against those opposed to his regime, political turmoil, and widespread corruption. In addition, some scholars have noted that his campaign is driven by a massive misinformation campaign aimed at revamping the Marcos brand and smearing his rivals. Sara Zimmerman Duterte Carpio, commonly known as Inday Sara, is a Filipino lawyer and politician who is the vice president-elect of the Philippines, having won the 2022 election. She is serving as the mayor of Davao City since 2016, and previously from 2010 to 2013. She was also Davao City's vice mayor from 2007 to 2010. Sara Zimmerman Duterte Carpio was born in Davao City on May 31, 1978, the second child of then lawyer and later President Rodrigo Duterte and flight attendant Elizabeth Jr. On July 9, 2021, Duterte said she was open to running for president. On September 9th, she said she would not, since her father, the sitting president, would run for vice president, and they agreed that only one should run for a national position. However, he did not file his candidacy for vice president by October 2nd, but she did not file a candidacy for any national position, running instead for re-election as mayor of Davao City. She later withdrew her candidacy for re-election as Davao City mayor on November 9th. Her brother Sebastian, incumbent vice mayor of Davao City, ran in her stead. On November 11th, she resigned from Hupong in Cagaguito and joined Marcos CND in Silon, Cavite. There, she sponsored the wedding of Gianna Revilla, the daughter of party chairman and Senator Bong Revilla, to Jet Patricia. 6 days later, she became the chairperson of Lacus CMD, succeeding Rodilla on November 19. She rejoined Hugh Pontificate as its chairperson. Davao City, the city government said it would finally free itself from indebtedness by the second semester of the coming year after its outstanding balance of P70 million remained way below its annual allocation of its annual budget. After the second half of 2022, Davao City will be debt-free. After the city's recent debt payment, its outstanding loan balance was reduced to only P70 million. This is way below the annual city budget allocation of P200 million for loans. It's official. The Congress in the joint session officially proclaimed former Senator Ferdinand Marcos Jr. and Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte as the next president and vice president of the Republic of the Philippines. The historic event occurred at the plenary hall inside the Batasan Pambansa complex on the second day of canvassing of votes for president and vice president, the fastest conclusion of votes for the top two highest elected posts in the nation's history. Bongbong Marcos Jr. emerged victorious after
Itong
obtaining a
naganap na
historic massive
proklamasyon
lead
ay
in
hindi
field of
lamang
10.
pagkais
He
President
obtained more
Sara
than
bilang mga nanalo
31.6
sa
million votes from
2022 elections, kundi
58.77%
ito
of the
ay
electorate.
pagkilala at
The
pagtaguyod sa
historic
boses
event
ng
occurred at the
nakararaming
plenary hall
mamamayang
inside the
pibaho
Batasan
at
Pambansa
pinagpuyatan ito
complex
ng
on the
ating
second day
National
of
Board of
canvassing of votes
Canvassers
for
mula sa
president
dalawang
and vice
kamara ng
president. The
Kongreso.
fastest
Kaya
conclusion
naman,
of votes
sa
for
loob
the top
lamang
two
ng
highest
record-breaking
elected
na
posts in
dalawang
the
araw
nation's
ay
history.
natapos agad mga
Marcos
numerong
Jr.
nakita
emerged
natin sa
victorious
eleksyon
after
ito
obtaining a
at
historic
unang na
massive
riyan.
lead in a field
Since
of
the
10.
1987
He obtained more
Constitution,
than
this
31.6
is the
million
first
votes from
time that we elected
58.77% of the
a
electorate.
majority
He was
president and
accompanied by
vice
his immediate
president.
family members in the rostrum, his mother, former First Lady Imelda Marcos, who was clad in
Pumasok
pink
siya ng
turno
Twitter.
with
Sabi ko,
butterfly
tignan
sleeves,
mo,
a dress she
nanalo tayo.
popularized during the 1970s.
Marami talagang
He was also
nakapansin
joined
na
by his
yung
wife,
mother ko
lawyer Liza
ay yung mga
Araneta
hagdan na
Marcos,
yun ay
son
naiakyat
Simon,
pa rin
and
niya.
sister
Nagulat
Senator
ako
Amy
dahil
and
nandun
Eileen.
ako sa taas, kausita ko
Meanwhile,
palapit
his running
siya.
mate,
Paglingon
Sara
ko ulit,
Duterte
andun na siya.
Carpio
Sabi ko,
gained over
paano nakaakyat
32.2
ito?
million
Yung pala,
votes, or
siya sabi niya, hindi, kaya ko,
61.53% of
I
the
can do
total
it, I
votes
can do it.
cast for the
Sabi
vice
niya.
presidential race.
Ayan, nandun,
Unlike
umakyat.
Marcos Jr., Duterte Carpio was not accompanied by any members of the Duterte family, not even his father, outgoing President Rodrigo Duterte. President Bongbong Marcos will take office on June 30th, 2022. Marcos Jr. will face a range of challenges when he takes power, from reviving the
Unti nyo na
pandemic-battered
sigurong
economy
naririnig
and
ang
creating
mga
jobs,
pangalan na
to
yan.
dealing with an
At sa
increasingly
mga
assertive
linggo pa na
Beijing in the
darating
South
ay
China Sea and the
makukumpleto na rin
impacts of
natin
climate
ang mga
change.
lista.
He has announced
Gusto
several
kong
cabinet
pag-usayan ang
appointments in recent
serbisyo
days,
na aking
including
ibibigay
respected
dahil
economist
ito
Arsenio
na ang
Balasag and
aking
as head of
naging
the National
katungkulan
Economic
na
and
ibinigay
Development
sa akin
Authority.
ng sambayanang Pilipino. Mula sa isang matagumpay na Pangulo ay ang